Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. So today the word dreams has been showing up. So a song by Santana called Sueños, which is dreams in Spanish. It has no lyrics, but it was the first song that came out. It's very lovely. It's beautiful. It's just the acoustics, I guess you could say, or whatever you call it. But anywho, another song that came out is Luis Miguel, which is in Aries, and today we have the eclipse energy, new moon in Aries, sun in Aries, new moon in Aries, and of course, Neptune is in Aries, effective today or tomorrow. Tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. So, when I was getting prepared for this reading, I also picked out 3 cards. So it seems we have a Libra that isn't done with a relationship. So that might be the main point of the reading today, that there is a partnership that isn't over. Could be dealing with the Libra, or it could just be that things are going to be balanced for a relationship that is not yet over. So the Luis Miguel song is called Yesterday, Ayer, but he starts the song saying, Today, in a dream, I found you. Like, like a crazy man, I kissed you, and we decided to start our love. Today, far from reality, I've met I met eternity in a hug from you. How it hurts me to know that this is only something I dreamt. We were filled with passion. We swore with no witness this love. We swore to each other this love with no witness. We were committed as a soul, or we were committed by our soul, or something like that. Today I realized that I loved you, that my life I left behind in a dream that I dreamed yesterday. I didn't feel like singing it because my voice is still raspy. Raspy. That sounded very who speaks like that? Is it from Boston? Raspy. I don't know if it's Boston or Maine. So those could be significant. Oh, today's my birthday. So feel free to say happy birthday to me if you want to. Personally, I don't really do much on my birthday. I kind of like the quietude. I like to reflect a lot on my birthday. I mean, people will think, oh, you're supposed to go out and party. What are you going to do for your birthday? And what do you want for your birthday? And I'm just like, I appreciate my peace. I appreciate just, I'm just grateful. My time, my space, my reality, all of it. I'm just grateful. But overall, it just feels like this year felt very different for me. Simply because there was on either end, like there wasn't an extreme excitement, but there wasn't like extreme, uh, I guess you could say, like I've had a few birthdays where I was like dreading. Okay, there wasn't dread, nor was there excitement. It was neutralized in a sort of way. It just felt very neutral. Like no expectations, uh, this year for my birthday, you know what I mean? Like, there's none of that. It's just gratitude. It's like, it's just another day for me, but it's another day, but it's like there's a celebration, there's a reverence for it for myself. But it's very internalized, extremely internalized. And, just grateful for my kids that wish me happy birthday. Um, my family it's still very early, but I always get the birthday songs that I look forward to, and that's that. I mean, just enjoy. And I'm not a fan. I like making cakes, but I don't really care to eat cake. You know what I mean? So maybe bake a cake could be significant for some of you, but we're thinking about baking a cake today just for fun. I like decorating the cakes. All right, so we have here enough about me. As usual, I'm always talking about me. But we have a bag. Did I say? Interesting. It's a dagger, but I said bagger. Bag her or a bagger? Somebody that bags? Like, I don't know, bagger? All right, so we have no communication here. This is like communication in the dark or traveling in secret. We have a Professor Plum here. This is a Sagittarius. So perhaps Sagittarius is communicating behind the scenes, or they're traveling behind the scenes. There's some partnership that's out of balance, or a partnership that's currently in separation. So we mentioned the Libra earlier. We mentioned partnerships that are being balanced. We mentioned partnerships that are going to be restored in some way. So either this is a Libra dealing with the Sagittarius, or these are just the archetypes that are coming through, okay? So this could be long distance travel as well for a partnership, someone that there's a lot of love and value for, a lot of emotions for. This is a lot of, you know, they want this, or there's a lot of feelings about this. This person has confirmation about the feelings, but this person is no longer in their old environment. They moved, locations somehow. Now, because we have third house and then we also have the energies of Sagittarius, we could be looking, it doesn't matter if it's short distance or long distance travel, okay? But it could be one or the other. Either way, if it's not about traveling, the communication behind the scenes has to do with this broken relationship or this unbalanced partnership that they have a lot of feelings for. They've moved from wherever they were, whatever the environment they were in, they moved. So this could be just moving into a new space, a new home. This person's dreams, their dreams either, what's the word? Their illusion has the illusion has broken. Okay? This could be also, we got Pisces energy as well here. So Pisces, Sagittarius, and we have Libra. Okay? But regardless, this person's illusion has I was going to say failed. This person's illusion has failed. I don't want to say failed because I don't feel like it's a negative. I feel like whatever illusion they were in, or maybe somebody was trying to put someone else in an illusion and that failed. But I'm guessing that whatever this partnership situation was, there's no illusion about it. Perhaps that's the thing. It's not an illusion. We have here someone that is stuck, someone that feels stuck, someone that feels like they can't really move. They're stuck in their head. They're stuck in their thoughts. They're feeling isolated. They're surrounded by the chaos of their mind, and it's making them feel less and less able to see or do or even understand what it is that's going on around them. They're also emotionally depleted. It could be a Queen of Swords, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This person may not have trusted their intuition. This person may not have seen, even though this is a person that's usually very clear-sighted, very level-headed. They don't let their emotions get in the way of their decisions. But something happened that they weren't trusting their intuition, or they were unable to tune into deeper into themselves. And perhaps now that's why maybe they're realizing, wow, I was caught in some kind of illusion. Maybe this person prided themselves in being able to be very practical, very logical, very intelligent, very smart in terms of relationships, or in terms of, their feelings. They knew what they felt, but in some way, they've come to an understanding that they were in some kind of an illusion, and now they're seeing things clearly. Yeah, they're realizing that they had a lot of options that had them in confusion. It was like lost in the light. They were lost in the light. They were caught up with offers, desires, things that they wanted. They were just very confused because they couldn't really tap into what exactly they wanted. They were not sure. I feel like there was a lot of, I don't want to say gaslighting, but there was just like, they could have just been blinded by all the options. I feel like the Sagittarius is, whatever they're thinking about this relationship, they're realizing what they value about it more than anything. And they don't even want to be in they're either grateful to have left the environment that they were in, or just glad that they're no longer in that space, that the ideal partnership idea has left the building, so to speak, because they realize how stuck they were. And now that they see clearly, they see that they let themselves get lost emotionally. They weren't trusting their intuition. They were ignoring their intuition because they were so caught up with everything else. So this is why someone has decided to walk away. They finally understood, what it was that had them stuck, what it was that made them feel so depleted. They were dealing with people that were never satisfied, people that didn't reciprocate the love, didn't offer anything in return to balance out the relationship. And I feel like that's why now that they're moving forward, it's like they're putting that behind them. They're able to put all of that behind them. Okay. There we go. So somebody wants to talk. Somebody may be calling you. This is a person that has learned a lot of wisdom. They either they may have left a love that they had based on tradition, or based on a moral code of some sort. Like, for example, oh, my best friend, saw her first, so because of that, a man decides he's not going to pursue a relationship. Like certain life codes, and this person has had a love within, but for whatever reason wasn't sharing it or open to it because of some value system. And I feel like now something has changed. This could be a life path 7 individual But we also have a life path 4 individual here. So you could be dealing with those life path numbers, or you may be those life path numbers. But this, with Mr. Miyagi here, Mr. Miyagi had a true love, but his best friend beat him, or wanted to fight him for the honor, right? He fell in love with a woman, but I guess his best friend was dating her or was promised to her in some way, and they had to fight for the honor. And because he wasn't willing to fight his brother, that was not part of his training. That was not part of his upbringing, his moral code. So he ended up leaving the land that he was raised in, left the love behind that he had, simply because of a moral code. But something has changed, like I said, and now that they're looking back at everything, now that they can see clearly, they realize it's almost like a life review. Like, wow, this is why I had to leave that behind. I was confused, conflicted, caught up in false emotions. Okay, this person could be also dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant. Or you might be, these life path lessons could be teaching you stability in your spirit, in your spiritual nature, stability in your plans for a stable, for security. It's like spiritual security, figuring out what you require to have spiritual security. I'm being drawn to pull from my Astro cards. Okay. This is Star Codes Astro is the deck. I don't usually promote the cards that I work with because that's the point. If you want to know, feel free to ask and I'll let you know what cards I work with. I'll let you know which cards I have if it's of interest to anyone. But that's, to me, not important right now. Okay. I want to sing the song that came through, but I know my voice is like very cracked up. It'll crack if I tried. And I don't want to overdo it. Oh, we have 11th house here, community. So now that this person, or if this is you, or if this is a person that you're interested in, I feel like they're delving into working with their community. This could be maybe the new community that they're involved in now, or it could just be like a new. It's like they're finding who their soulmates are. It's like they're aligning to their soulmates. That's the way it comes through. You know that painting where God is touching Adam's hand? I love that painting. That's what this reminds me of. It's like touching God's hand. It's like feeling that way. This person might feel like they've been graced by God's hand as they're aligning to their soulmate. Soulmate or soulmates? One of the hands is like this. It's like it's manifesting. It's like it's being weaved together. It's like things are falling into place. Things are coming together. Resources are abundant. We have second house energies here. Like somebody hit their target. Somebody manifested a lot of resources. It's like they got to the core issue of their abundance. I feel like maybe their abundance was blocked, and it had to do with maybe that spiritual stability was lacking or missing. We have a Taurus energy cultivating. So again, with the second house in cultivating, I feel like this. Oh, excuse me. This is what is being cultivated. Resources are being cultivated at this time. And you're being asked to collaborate. You could also be asked to be you might be collaborating with an Aquarius, but we did have the 11th house here. That's the house of Aquarius. I feel like the group you're connecting with might be very innovative, might be very tech savvy even. But what I'm also getting is that it's going to be very reciprocal. You can see that it's going to be very nourishing, very accepting. The number 11 could be significant. The number 2 can be significant. The number 4 and 49, which also, so we got 44, two fours, 44, 22, 22, 44. Those numbers could be significant, okay? So finally, with retrograde here, like I said, review. Somebody's reviewing. Maybe this is why there's so much abundance, because they were able to understand the process that was blocking them, and now that they're going towards their true soulmate, now that they're connecting with their true soulmate, the abundance is coming through for this person's soulmate, this person's their their soulmates. This is part of the North Node energy. This is part of their future. This was almost like this kind of partnership was meant to arrive. It was it's part of their future. Like I said, this could be you, this could be your person, and you. I mean, it's arrived. This is it. This, like the future that you were exposed to, or the future that you knew was meant for you. It's arrived. That time is now. That time is here. So I guess I'll leave it there. I'll come back. It's a short message. I'll leave it there. I'll come back with another one soon. Take care.